July 4th, 1952, American long-distance swimmer Florence Chadwick attempted to swim a 26-mile swim from the Catalina Island to the Caribbean coast. And she was met with extreme weather. It was cold, it was foggy, and it kept her from being able to see her vision. It kept her from being able to see the shore. She was discouraged. After 15 hours of an exhausting swim, she gave up. She asked to be pulled from the water. And shortly after, she learned that she was 800 yards away from her goal, shy of her goal. She later reflected on her journey in a news conference, and she said, "I could only see the fog. I think if I could have seen the shore, I would have been able to make it." But her story doesn't end there. 2 months later, she attempted the same swim, successfully completed it, and guess what? This time with the same conditions, but she kept her vision top of mind. It's important that we keep our vision top of mind. And like Florence, when we keep that vision top of mind, regardless of the conditions, we will achieve our goals. My name is Precious Whitener, and we're going to do everything we can today to keep the fog out of our vision. By one, establishing a clear and compelling vision. Looking at what you want to do, where you want to go, and who you're going to be in order to get there. Identifying traits of successful individuals that kept them going. And then committing to realizing your vision so that it can become a reality. Now, thinking about the storyline, what's in front of you right now? If you look up, like right now, what's in front of you? Like right now, there's a plan in front of me or a calendar in front of me. In the chat, right, what's in front of you right now? What can you see right now? What's in front of you? Yeah, window blinds, hallway, yeah. All right, a lot of things in front of us right now. Tree, pictures of kids, work emails. Right, Nicole? Lunch and me. Now that we had an opportunity to see what is in front of us and identify what's in front of us, we are going to think about our vision for 2025 and what it is that we want to achieve. So why is this important to us? Why does it even matter? Why should we care? Well, there's a study according to Dr. Gail Matthews that says those who have a clear vision are 42% more likely to achieve it when it's written down, when it's clear. By show of hands, how many of us can get more clear? How many of us? Yeah, right? I want to be more clear. Another study done by Forbes says that those who have a clear plan is more likely to reduce stress by 21%, giving them the ability to remove distractions and focus on what's their biggest priorities and the tasks that they need to focus on in front of them at hand. And lastly, I love this one. There was a study, and it was recorded by Gallup, that said that 91% of the people who have a vision and they're clear on it, they're more likely to inspire and engage others. Wouldn't we like to be more inspired today? I know I would. Think about that. 91% are more likely to inspire others. Perhaps many of us have never written a vision before. Maybe we've never considered how to get more clear, what I can do when I have a vision that will help me reduce that stress. Let's see where we stand as a group. In the chat, you're going to find a link for you to click on, to reflect on where you are when it comes to having a vision. And we encourage you to answer it honestly, without judgment, without worrying about what anyone thinks. Where are you when it comes to having a vision? I've had thoughts, but not on paper. I've written a vision, then forgotten about it. Yeah, I have one already, and I know it. If you're up for it, someone willing to share from the I've had thoughts, but not on paper. If you're up for it, you can either share it in the chat or you can come off of mute. And that's okay. Wherever you find yourself, it is totally fine. You don't have to judge yourself based on where you are. Maybe you've written a vision. Some say, I've written a vision, then I've forgotten about it. By show of hands, how many of us have been there? I've written a vision, I've forgotten about it. Or I have one already and I know it. A vision is designed for us to become a better version of ourselves, to think about how we want to improve and how we want to become better. And in order for us to think about who we want to be and become in 2025, it's important for us to reflect on the achievements that we already have in 2024. So let's reflect on some of those things so they can ignite us in the areas that we want to for 2025. When you think about some of the things you're proud of for 2025, what's something that you're proud of? You can go ahead and write it in the chat. What's something that you're proud of? And it can be as simple as I made it through the year. I survived. And that's something to be excited about too. What are you proud of from 2020 for 2024? Big promotion at work. Yeah, getting out of debt. Look at you, Kathy. Thanks for sharing that with us. Growth, Amy. Thanks for sharing. Made it. That's right. And that's something to celebrate. Completely revamping our LMS. It's awesome. Proud of my daughter's robotics. Look at what Laura wrote. Proud of my daughter's robotics team and their accomplishments. All right, Cece. Let's see what Cece. I'm proud of not allowing my anxiety to stop me anymore in my business. Set a New Year's resolution. Accomplish it. Yeah. Promotion and growth at work. Way to go. That's something to be proud of. Completing the Dale Carnegie course. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing, Joshua. Stronger family relationships. It's amazing, Nicole. Yeah. As we reflect on our achievements for 2024, how many of us have found ourselves saying this year, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, and it didn't happen? By show of hands, how many of you? I'm going to do this and it didn't happen. Yeah. Or you can put an emoji in the chat, or you can say me. Yeah, I've said a lot of things this year. I'm going to do this and it didn't happen, or I'm going to do that and it didn't happen. Yeah. The good news is we've all been there. We've all been there. And we're going to talk about ways that we can be purposeful and intentional to ensure that the vision that we want for 2025 becomes a reality. But first, we're going to talk about how to articulate our vision. It's important for us to be able to articulate our vision because we cannot communicate that to others if we haven't articulated to ourselves. And so what you're going to do is we're going to write down who we want to be. And we're going to start thinking about a trait and a characteristic of who we want to be in order for us to achieve our goals. Go ahead and grab a piece of paper. Let's pretend it's December 2025. Think about the vision you want to be true for yourself at the end of 2025. What is one trait that you want to embody by the end of 2025? I'll start. I'm engaging. I'm engaging. Not I want to be engaging, not I want to show people that I'm engaging, but I am engaging because I am statement packs power. Yours might be I'm courageous, I'm confident, I'm capable. Go ahead and take a second and write yours down. Yes. Yes. Yeah. If you're up for it, let's go ahead and own it. Let's fill the chat with I am statements. I am thriving. I'm confident because that's what we're all going to be, not only in this session, but after this session. That's right. I'm intentional. Yeah, I'm direct. I'm a good example for my kids. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Rachel. Way to go ahead and put yours out there. I'm confident. I'm bold. Yeah. Thank y'all for putting those out there. Way to take lead and take charge. Yeah, I'm confident. I'm positive. Now we're going to think about what we want to follow that. We're going to follow that with this is what this allows me to do because I'm impactful, which allows me, for example, I am engaging, which allows me to help others see their potential. What's yours? I'm confident, which allows me to be able to speak in front of other people. I'm courageous, so it allows me to be able to step out and embrace new opportunities. I am bold,
Really?
which allows me to do what?
You got that email if you.
Go ahead and write that down. Yeah, Virginia, look at you. I'm confident, which allows me to take chances. Look at what Virginia wrote. And maybe someone feels that way, wanting to be confident so that they can take chances. Yeah. Yeah. Allows, yeah, Jackie. Way to put that out there, Jackie. Yeah, Angela. Look at these impactful statements filling the chat. I'm consistent and proactive. Yes. I'm productive, Carl. Yes. Yes. I'm proactive. Allowing me to communicate better and practice my boundaries. Look at that. Oh, you, Nicole. So now that we know who we are and the impact, and then what is the impact of us being that? What does it lead to? What does it lead to? So I said, I'm engaging, which allows me to help others to see their potential, which leads to them being empowered and satisfied clients wanting to do repeat business with Dale Carnegie. What does that look like for you? You're confident, which allows you to be a great business person, which leads to what? Now, what is it, and what is the impact of that? What does it lead to? What new results do you have because of that? Yeah, look at what Jackie wrote. I'm organized, which allows me to get more tasks. Come on, Jackie. Leads to no more working on the weekend. I'm positive and resilient, which allows me to succeed in my new sales role. And that leads to more clients, being a sales rookie of the year. All right, Tree. Tree, what's going to be the impact of you being a sales rookie of the year? Why is that important to you?
It's because being, achieving that and being recognized for it is
Yeah,
important.
that's awesome. Thanks for sharing that with us, Tree. If you're up for it, go ahead and put it in the chat. There we go. They're coming in. I know we're reflecting. Virginia, confident, which allows me to take chances and trust new things. Yes. Yeah. And what's going to be the impact of that, Amy? When you have more confidence, what's going to be the impact of that? Feel free to come off of chat or put it inside of the chat. What's going to be the impact when you're more confident? I'm impactful, which leads to influencing the growth of other people and inspiring them around me, which leads to employees not being afraid to take risks. Yeah. Carl says new things. And what type of new things could come up, Carl? Amy says more secure in decisions and less anxiety. Yeah. Work and life opportunities. Yes. Yes. Yes, Laura. And what's going to be the impact when you don't have a lot of stress? What's going to be the impact there? Yeah. Way to put it out there. Way to exercise your leadership. Yes. Leads to make progress towards my goals rather than zoning out on my life. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Ashley. So go ahead and look back at your vision. Yeah, Kathy, a successful transition to new software. Yeah. Bring more confident and organized. Yeah. Allows you to be bold and take ownership of your life and your brand. Yeah. What a vision. What a vision. So look at what you wrote down for your vision. Look at what you wrote down. Take a look at it. In the chat, you're going to find a link. When you think about your vision for yourself, what excites you about this vision? What excites you about having this vision? Go ahead and click on the link in the chat and share a word or two or a phrase. What excites you about your vision that you have written down in front of you? Yeah, opportunities, growth, joy. Yeah, hopeful. Yes. a space for grace, mm, mindfulness, success, harmony, the impact it's going to have. Look at all this on the screen. And you might want to take a picture of this for yourself if you like. Seeing what others have up here might inspire us. Relationships, relaxation, change, achievement. Yeah. Strategy, the impact on communities. Yeah. It's something to get excited about, right? Love. Now I want you to take a look at everything. We're going to take a look at everything on the screen we see here. From empowerment, opportunity, peace of mind, all those things are something to get excited about when we think about our vision. Now we're going to look at our vision again. And as excited as we are about it, we're going to look at it and say, what might get in the way? Look at your vision and ask yourself, what might get in the way? Because Mike Tyson tells us that everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. What might punch you in the mouth? What might get in the way? What obstacle might come up? And if you don't have one right now, maybe there's something that has come up for you in the past, and you can write that down. Write that down and fill that in the chat. What might get in the way? Yeah, coworkers. Yeah, energy levels. Yeah, chances are someone may be feeling that way too. Fear rejection. Thanks for putting that out there, Tree. Not losing myself. Yeah, Josh. Losing focus on the vision. Yeah, outside demands, lack of communication. Incongruent. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Rob. Yeah, negative self-talk. Procrastination, myself. Yeah, yeah. We've all had something that has gotten in our way or has the propensity to get in our way. Les Brown tells us when life knocks us down, try landing on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. And we can get up. We got to decide who we are going to be and what are we going to need to remind ourselves when we get knocked down. Go back to that paper you wrote down and you said, I am this. Who are you going to have to remind yourself that you are when you get knocked down? Let's go ahead and put them back in. Let's go ahead and fill those I am statements back in the chat again because we have an obstacle in front of us and we're going to need to remind ourselves. That's why we have a vision because we are going to need to be reminded. I don't know if you're like me, I forget sometimes. I forget that I'm persistent, that I'm fun, that I forget. Yes, right. Thank you for putting it out there, Rachel. Yeah, right. And we might get knocked down several times. We might get knocked down several times. On the screen here, you will see a video. So there we go. On the screen, you're going to see a video of a man getting knocked down over and over. There we go.
Make sure the stir sound.
You up here? As we can see in the video, the man got knocked down over and over and over when he was at the bottom and when he was at the top. But we have to ask ourselves, who do we want to be when we get knocked down? What mindset do we want to have when we get knocked down? And going back to our vision, that's going to be the reminder for us that when we get knocked down, whether at the bottom or if we're at the top, that is going to be our reminder to keep going. Now, look back over your vision and think about, how do you want to take this vision out of this session into your 2025? How do you want to take it out of this hour? Who do you want to share it with? Who do you want to share your vision with? Who do you want to tell about what you wrote down? Who are you going to tell? Nicole says her husband. And Nicole, what's going to be the impact when you tell your husband? Kathy, your husband, Jessica, your mentor. What is it about them that you want to tell these individuals? Angela, any leader at work. It's awesome. He will know and share my goals. Yeah. They'll help support you. Yeah. Kathy, they have trust in you. And it's encouraging. Yeah. There's a study by the Association of Talent Development that found that those who share their goals with others are 65% more likely to accomplish and achieve their goals than those who do not share it. And those who share their goals with others and hold an accountability appointment are 95% more likely to achieve their goals. Oh, that's good news. That's good news. That tells me that there's only a 5% chance of me not achieving my goal if I sit down with someone and tell them my goal and they hold me accountable to it. Yeah, CC, you want to tell everyone, yeah, it's going to be impactful. They're going to hold us accountable. Because you know what they're going to do? They're going to say, Precious, hey, you told me about, they're gonna hunt you down. I've been hunted down. Hey, Precious, you said you were going to accomplish this. You said you were going to accomplish that. How's it going? How's that book? How's that going? They will remind us to keep going. Hold us accountable. I think back to a vision that I set back for myself at the top of 2024. And I said that I wanted to be a certified trainer. And I said that I wanted to help other organizations. And I said I wanted to help others realize their goals and their dreams. And I had that vision for the role that I was in at the top of 2024. And I remember putting that dream out there. I remember putting that goal out there. And it was met with, Precious, that's just not where we are right now. Precious, some of the things that you desire are in other people's job description. Precious, some of the things that you want that just can't be done. Precious, that sounds good, but let's just focus over here. And honestly, discouragement set in. And I started asking myself, do I still want that? I remember asking for professional development opportunities, asking to just go in the direction of my dream and having a clear vision for myself. Well, a couple of months later, I was met with an opportunity to be able to go through this training, and I got to share my vision with someone who was with Dale Carnegie, who had came to that organization a year prior. And I remember sitting back saying, that's me. That's what I want to do. And guess what? Here I am at the end of 2024, living that reality. I didn't let the fog cause me to give up. I didn't let the fog get in my way. When we decide to focus on our vision and not let the fog get in the way, we will end up in opportunities of a lifetime, and our vision will become a reality. Have your vision top of mind when you think about where we are in this session, and don't let the fog get in your way. And in order for you to keep the fog from getting out your way, I'm going to invite Tree to the screen so you can talk about ways you can continue to keep the fog from getting in your way.
Yeah, thank you, Precious. All right, everybody, let's give Precious some appreciation in the chat. Give your emoji to Precious. Let's give her some kudos for leading us through this workshop. Way to go, Precious. Every time I hear that story, you inspire me. You inspire all of us. Let us know in the chat, how did Precious inspire you today? She just walked us through this workshop on how to be more intentional about visions. Let her know, how did she inspire you today? Because Precious, you are inspiring. Some people is going to tell you how you inspire them today. Let us know. Yeah, the enthusiasm. Absolutely. That's one of Precious' many strengths, is her enthusiasm. She lights up the room when she walks in. Also in the virtual world as well, right? Yeah, transparency, that vulnerability, Precious, way to go. So like Precious said, and also there was a quote by Mike Tyson that says, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth, right? And one of the things that can really get us off track is when we're stressed out. There is research by the American Psychological Association of Stress in America, and they found that 21% of US adults report experiencing forgetfulness, and 20% report the inability to concentrate, and 17% of us report difficulty making decisions due to stress. We are in a stress epidemic right now, and it's really hurting our ability to lead, to perform, and our relationships and our well-being. It also impacts our ability to reach our goals and visions. So everyone, type yes in the chat if you ever made a bad decisions because of stress. Type yes in the chat if you ever made a bad decisions because you were stressed out. Yeah, we're not alone, right? right? Just like too many. I can totally relate. How about this? Type yes if you've ever said something you regretted because you were stressed out. Like you said something, you're like, oh, I wish I can take it back, but it's like toothpaste. I cannot put it back in the tube because I was stressed out. Absolutely. We all have been there. Fortunately, Dale Carnegie is putting together another free webinar for all of us to take advantage of. And it's about handling stress and supporting our resilience in times of crisis. And our goal with this session is threefold. One, to consider the topic of stress in light of current events, the new year, right? The current economic, political conditions that we're in. And we'll look at ways that Dale Carnegie has researched this topic and what do the evidences indicate to us? And also, what are some practical tips that we can take away, walk away with to help us reduce our stress so that we can continue on that path toward reaching our visions, right? Stress can knock us down, but we have tools to help you overcome that. So if this resonates with you, go ahead and pull out your device and scan this QR code and you will see a link to register for this workshop. Again, it's free, it's gonna be virtual, and it's gonna be one heck of a power hour that we're gonna be together. So pull out your phone and scan this QR code, everyone. We will also be putting the link into the chat for all of us here. Choose to do so. Once you're done, type done in the chat. Let us know. You just scan the QR code or click the link on the chat to register. Thank you, Jennifer. We're excited to see you there. And don't hop off yet, everyone. There's another link that we can scan to get the content from today's session. So stay tuned. Yeah, Joshua. Way to go, Amy. Kathy is done. Good job, Kathy. 30 more seconds. Way to go, Nicole. This will be, thank you for that question, Kathy. This will be Central Time. And as promised, here is the QR code for you to scan. So to let us know, hey, maybe this workshop resonated with you. What Precious said resonated with you. Scan the QR code, let us know, hey, we want to connect, to talk about my own development or my team development. Or hey, I want the slides, send it to me. Or, you know, oh, I want to go play pickleball with you when it's warmer or whatever. Click on the QR code and scan it and let us know. We'll be more than happy to reach out to you. So Carl, your questions, HRCI. Jackie, do you have any idea? The question is this HRCI approved?
No, it's not.
Okay. Sorry to break the news, Carl. Thanks for asking. So as you are scanning the QR code and leaving today, let's walk out with this quote from Dale Carnegie that says, take a chance. All of life is the chance. The person who goes the furthest is usually the one who's willing to do and dare. And 2025 is an opportunity for us, all of us, to do and dare with the vision that we have come up with for ourselves. Precious, anything we're missing? Anything that everyone should know?
Yeah, Tria, I think you wrapped it up. Let's do and dare. Don't let the fall get in your way. Happy holidays. We look forward to connecting with you all. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good
Yeah.
one. Thank y'all for being here.
Yeah. Have a good one, everybody. Once you scan our QR code, you are free to go. We gave you 18 minutes back.
Thank you, Carl.